I saw like 10 men entering my room to break the news to me, I think. And they were like, my best friend was like, your mom has passed on. I think he came with my brother, so they were looking for means to tell me at that moment. And they thought...
On your wedding day?
Yes, that was the morning of the wedding. And they asked me, is the wedding going to continue? I said, yes, the wedding will continue. People would say, Simani, the wife is not good, Mani, how can you get married on that day and the mother, dies? Simani, the guy is the one who sacrificed the mother, Simani, all those. After the burial, many words were mentioned.
Yeah?
People talked, people said this and this and this and this.
Even some friends of yours?
Not friends, I don't know, but...
on TikTok, eh?
No, like in Kabari at our home, neighbors.
Are you sure?
People would say things and you would say, I was disappointed in God, having fasted for all those days, and at least she would have died on any other day, not this day. Of which she had also mentioned that if anything happens, make sure that the wedding continues.
That's what your mom said?
Yes.
Nkwanjulira ekizimbe Future Heights ku Ntebe Road kuliko ekifo abaana we bazannyira ekiri munda giyite indoor kibayita Future Kids Paradise. Ekifo kiri safe ate kya mulembe nnyo era buli muzannyo gw'abaana mweguli. Kuliko Future Kids Corner, edduuka ly'engoye z'abaana omuli buli kalonda yenna omwana gwe yeetaaga okwambala okuva ng'akyali mu lubuto ow'olunaku olumu ayavula atengerera atambula okutuuka waakulira taata ne maama basuubira okuzaala. Future Kids Corner ebintu byerina season eno birungi nnyo era buli mwana kye yeetaaga bakirina ate nga ku bbeeyi ensaamusaamu. Ekizimbe kino kiriko ne hotel gye bayita Future Hotel and Suites. Erina ruumu ez'omulembe nnyonjo ate nga abakozi bafaayo nnyo. Abagole mujje mufune obulamu obupya ku Future Hotel. Tuli wano ku Entebbe Road. Bw'oba ova e Kibuye tuli opposite Book House awali Zion Offices. Ate bw'oba ova Entebbe tuli Kibuye nga tonnatuuka ku mafuta ga Total. Kuba ku ssimu 0743 92 17 61 oba 0765 52 00 38. Jangu otulambuleko ozuule ekipya.
Kale ku mukutu kwe tuli CRUZ exclusive ALLANCRUZ gemanya oli ku mukutu CRUZ exclusive kosinzidde okubanga ate otulabira nyongera okwanirizaako yona gy'osinzidde okubanga otulabira. Tusinzidde mu ggwanga Uganda nakomyewo okuva e Dubai naye ng'abantu bange ab'e Dubai nkomawo ng'ennaku z'omwezi 8 tulina conference gye tugenda okugendamu ya real estate. Uncle Brian okuva mu America yagiteeseteese bulungi nnyo. Tukomawo awo tujja kwogera ku real estate. Ngenda kubeera ne Uncle Brian okuva mu America, y'omu ku one of the biggest Uganda's richest real estate developers mu America. So this time round tujja Dubai, kintu kigenda kubeera kirala mukko okulaba ng'embeera tugikyusa. Uncle Brian Kayongo yagambye nti ALLANCRUZ, you need to come back in Dubai and see something else. Don't live like you've been living. Live nice, sleep nice, fly well. I mean, it's going to be a very wonderful flight. But anyway, for all of you that turned up ku gundi ya Zack Maya ya Vibes UG at 4, mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala, mwebale nnyo kujja kubeererawo Zack Maya. Ekintu kyabadde kiyitirivu. Ababadde ku yaki mukulikeeyo mwenna. Nalabye muganda wange Shatan promotion neŋŋamba big up to you my brother. Nalabye full figure yabaddeko Kimnana, Ram Events, ani mikwano gyange Shan Styles yabaddeyo, Cash Madam yabaddeko, mikwano gyange ab'e Dubai abasinga obungi, nammwe abansanyukidde. Bwe nagenza ate Abu Dhabi kyabadde kiyitirivu nnyo. Abantu ba Abu Dhabi mwanda z'omukwano mwebale kwagala skits zange. Alicia, thank you so much Abu Dhabi, webale nnyo, webalire ddala. Naye mikwano gyange mingi nnyo. Eastgate kojja nayisiddwa bulungi nnyo. Wabaddeyo omuwala nga bamuyita Nampijja. Nampijja yampisiza bulungi nnyo. nampi yatugabudde bulungi nnyo oba yabadde Christine yampisiza bulungi nnyo au instigate then Mpombo African Restaurant hajati nalidde ekyennyanja paka kwekutula bwekutuzi then Aji Mpombo Hassan webale nnyo Kasim webale nnyo webayire ddala Naaka sinza kwerabira balala amanya bambi gambula naye nga face nzimanyi ku Mpombo African Restaurant Deira bambi mwenna mwebale nnyo webayire ddala mwebale kututreatinga bulungi mama nakitende yasiimye nammwe mwenna abavuddeyo ne mujja ne muwagira za kumaya mwebale nnyo webayire ddala Zabafana Katsi UG Petri Evelyn MC thank you so much mwenna abaze but otherwise we back in Uganda nze bompita ku mukolo gwo bwente bwenkola munsiza mweze njawulo mumpite mujja kulaba kati mu February ate nga 22 tugenda wa Richmond mu February nga 22 tuli wa Richmond promotions je tugenda okubeera tuli ku Royal Regency tuli ne Papa Misa Kisemakula Rema Namakula wamu ne Vairota tugenda kujje London ate kigenda kubeera kirala nnyo so mutwetegekere 8 February Dubai then after Dubai I'm coming back to London ne Farouk Sakozi ekincho nakitambule da bulungi nnyo today on the show I'm hosting a brother of mine. He's a very strong bro. Mulistede Rich naye mulabi ayiseku wano mu gardens wenkolera. So today I'm hosting a brother of mine. He's a very strong brother. Believe me. He lost his mom on that day of his wedding. And it's the worst experience someone would love to get on his day. But how did he manage to go through it? Did the wedding go on? Did the wedding stop? Okay. I won't say much, but himself will give us the full details on how the wedding started and how that sad news approached him. How did he feel? What was he doing? On which part of that wedding was it? When the priest was saying kiss the bride? Was it when we are moving out of the saloon? Was it when we were going for the pictures? So I'm also just there. But all I know, he lost his mother on the day of his wedding. Yafirwa mama we kulunaku lw'Embaga. Lwennyini nga bwe lwanagamba nti Embaga ya leero ne bakubira akasimu ne bagamba mama wafudde. Kati awo weewuunya ebintu bwe bitambula nga tobiraba. Ontegedde bulungi nnyo. Welcome onto the show.
Thank you so much, Alan.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yes, very fine.
Right now you're good?
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm called Elia Muhumuza.
Elia Muhumuza. Mr. Elia, before I kickstart this, let's go for a short commercial break. And when we come back, I would have gotten a good breather. So let's go for a short commercial break. When we come back, the show still continues. ALLANCRUZ is my handsome name. Don't go away.
Chikutwalira obudde bungi okwekolako naddala bw'otuuka ku kukola akasige teweraliikirira. Prem Touch Makeup Studio be bakugu mu kukola obusigo obuwangaazi mu bika eby'enjawulo okuli microblading nga kano kawangala okumalira ddala emyaka 3, microshading nga kano kawangala okumala emyaka 5, saako ne combination ya microblading ne microshading. Ku Prem Touch Makeup Studio tukola ne facial okendeeza amasavu okuggyako obusundo, tattoo tukola permanent hair removal okosaako ne body waxing. Prem Touch Makeup Studio tusangibwa ku Ginger Road ku kizimbe kye Toban Center omwaliriro ogusooka Suite 51, 52 ne 53 nga wakava ku Food Hub. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku Note 755 536 697 oba Note 773 878 669.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Now we are back with Mr. Muhumza. Okay, Mr. Muhumza, how old are you?
28.
28. What do you do?
I'm an artist. I'm an artist.
You sing?
No, art.
Hey, you.
Fine art.
Oh, you do portraits?
Yes.
Okay. You're so good?
Not that good.
Eh.
I transferred to bridal salon.
Oh, bridal salon.
Yes, I usually do.
You paint hair?
No, styling hair and makeup for brides. Yeah.
You also know how to do makeup? Oh, where is your shop?
It is mobile.
Oh.
I find where the bride is stationed, then I work on her and leave like that. But I usually work from Kabale. When my mother passed on, I had to take over her business. Yeah.
What was her business?
Tailoring.
Oh.
Yes.
So you do all that?
Yes, and also catering.
Okay. So you grew up with a single mother?
No. Yeah. It's a full family.
It's a full family. So Daddy is still around?
Yes, he's around.
Okay. You know, I was scrolling on TikTok, and then on my For You page, I found a story of you narrating. Then I asked my friend, it's called Daffy Photography. Can I get your number? Because I believe there are so many stories similar to the one you have. Because me, some things are beyond my understanding. I mean, God brings them, and the moment I hear it, it's beyond my understanding, and I'm like, how did he manage? How did she manage? How did, you know, all that. So, Muhumza, take us through how the wedding arrangement started, and was Mommy involved? Was Mommy sick? And to that point, when they announced Mommy is dead on your wedding day.
Yes, we started with a launch. I actually had a launch this side. It was at Coca-Cola grounds, that side of Uma. So we launched very well. People attended. People gave us money. So we had another launch in Kabale. That's where I come from, and that's where my bride also comes from Kabale. We're all from Kabale. So we launched also from Kabale, and people really supported us. So after the launch, you know, that's when you start booking this and this and this and that. In that week of finishing the launch, that's when my mother got sick.
After the launch?
Yes, I remember it was around 27th. The launch was on 27th. Then in that week, that's when she got ill. And
malaria, what?
No, she had a gallbladder problem. Then she was admitted in Kabale.
So it always disturbed her?
No, she had just gotten it from just then. So the situation got to us, and we came here in Zambia. Yeah. She was admitted like for 2 weeks. 2 days to Easter, we were discharged, and we went back to Kabale. We took her back to Kabale. She was showing she was recovering. So she had a surgery. She was supposed to get a surgery. So that surgery, she got it 2 weeks to the wedding, to our wedding. So meaning we didn't...
So the meetings were still
yes,
going on?
The meetings were going on.
But Mommy was sick?
But Mommy was sick, and I was done taking care of her with some other sisters of mine.
So how many are you?
We are born 2 boys. So there are people that there are people that we used to call her mom, you know.
So you're only 2?
Yes, we're only 2 boys.
Your dad and your mom have
2
children?
Yes.
Only?
Yes.
Daddy has no other kids, Mommy has no other kids?
They have no other kids.
Okay.
So me being in the hospital, I didn't get that time of arranging for my wedding. But I want to thank people who were there to arrange it. They did a lot of work.
Okay. So, the meetings were done, and then that did day.
The meetings were done. I actually attended the last meeting, I remember. I attended the last meeting and I had left her in the hospital and she was improving very well. Actually, that day she was walking around the hospital. Yeah, she was fine.
And she was happy for you, you're going to...
Yes,
get
she was very happy, very, very happy. And she didn't want anything to stop the wedding. She didn't want anything. Hey, you are ill, let's postpone the wedding until you get fine. No, she didn't want that.
So the day came?
We had the giveaway on Friday, 5th of May. Then we had the wedding on 6th of May. So I last saw her on 4th during that day. Then I went in for arrangements for the giveaway. But I think when I left, the situation got worse out of the blue. It got worse and she went into coma. So
they told you?
No, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about the bit about.
So you left your brother there?
No, he was also engaged in. We had. She was very blessed. We had very many people taking care of her in the hospital. I think they were like 7. Her sisters and those and our sisters who were close to us. Yeah, they were taking care of her. She was very much better, in good hands actually. Yeah. So we went for the giveaway. Actually, I remember some people were telling my best man on the giveaway, Area shouldn't hold the phone. You know these things of people announcing someone dead before the person died. That happened on the giveaway day. But I didn't know about it.
Wait. She passed away on the giveaway day?
No. On the giveaway day she was in coma.
Okay.
So you know.
You saw people saying, don't give Munza the phone.
Yeah. So rumors were passing around. She has passed on, but I didn't know. I didn't get to know those rumors until the end of the giveaway. When the person who was in charge of the bako said they had a meeting after the giveaway. So I was inquisitive. I said, what are they going to discuss that I don't know?
On your day?
Hey. I went in. Before I went in, someone held my hand and said, don't enter. Your mother became worse. We are planning to take her to Kampala for medication. Then I was like, okay, let me go and check on her before they do it, before they take her. On our way, my best man also, I think maybe had gotten to know about it, but he kept silent about it. So on our way to the hospital, we received a call saying that she had passed on. So I reached the hospital, checked on her, she was still alive. That day of the giveaway in the evening. So I was confused there, so I said, I prayed to God that she would really make it. So I went to, you know, those you have arranged for your function, you have booked hotels where you're going to dress from. We had also booked that, so I went to that hotel where we had booked. I met my groomsmen. I had 2 groomsmen and the best man. The best man was different from the giveaway best man, the wedding best man. So we met from there, and yeah, someone being so low, then we slept. My wedding best man came and asked me, are you okay? What is disturbing you? He was like, don't worry, I'm going to sort everything that is pending. So around 3 a.m.
in the morning?
In the morning. I got a feeling, there's some feeling, I got a feeling that I wouldn't understand. So in that process, I had my best man's phone ringing and he picked. and he moved out of the room, I noticed something wrong had happened. So he came. I was in bed. Then I saw like 10 men entering my room to break the news to me, I think. And they were like, my best friend was like, your mom has passed on. I think he came with my brother, so they were looking for means to tell me at that moment, and they thought...
On your wedding day?
Yes, that was the morning of the wedding, like at 5 a.m. there. I think they thought I was going to react badly, but when they told me, I was like, okay. I didn't mention anything, I remained in bed. They were like, you're going to call your bride and break the news to her. And they asked me, is the wedding going to continue? I said yes, the wedding will continue. There I was not thinking, I was just there. So
wait a minute.
Her, yes.
So they asked you, is the wedding going to continue after delivering the news?
Yes.
That your mom has passed. And you just gave them yes.
You would say yes, because at that moment, when I had just given you the news, you don't know what you're going to think, you don't know what is happening, you don't know what it means, someone dying.
You're confused.
So you're confused, and now I just said yes. Of which she had also mentioned that if anything happens, make sure that the wedding continues.
That's what your mom said?
Yes. On her deathbed, she says, if anything happens, make sure the wedding continues. Now, who was I to stop the wedding? Yeah. Then we went for... I told the bride, I told her, continue with the preparations, we shall continue the wedding. Yes. Then they asked me to go and take a view of the body before the service.
It's taken to the mortuary?
Actually, she was already in the mortuary. I went there.
You went?
Yes.
You're strong.
I went with the best man and the groomsmen. We went there. People were there already. Now, I had been fasting for more than 3 weeks. I think it would even take a month. I don't remember, but I was very, very, very weak. Now this is a person who has, the only gift you would give to a parent is giving her honor of your wedding and such functions. Such functions usually give honor to parents. I think that's what...
Or as parents feel proud of their children.
That's what they really need. They don't need money, they don't need what, but they need...
Because that shows my son has grown into a man.
So I was looking forward to that, of her seeing that, and it didn't happen. So in me, I was disappointed. I was disappointed in God, having fasted for all those days, and at least she would have died on any other day, not this day. You get? So that is the wrangle I had with God. But after viewing her body, I was very weak.
You broke down?
Yes, and at that moment I was rushed to hospital. I didn't know what was taking place.
What time is it?
That was like at 6 maybe.
Still you have to go to the wedding?
The wedding was at 11 a.m. service in church. So I remained in hospital. I didn't know. I think I had collapsed. I didn't know what was taking place. By 11:30 a.m., I was still in the hospital, on the hospital bed.
By 11:30?
Yes.
In the morning?
In the morning. Yet the service was supposed to start at 11. So there were no hopes of having the wedding done that day. But in me, there was a voice, Now Sultan has won. He has taken, your mom has died. You're also going to let the wedding just go like that. I was like, no, I have to do what? I have to wake up and go on with the service, go on with the wedding. Actually, my brother's mom was a bishop, is a bishop from Yange. He's one who entered the room and encouraged me and said, let's go and do this. So I woke up and I went to the hotel room. I dressed up. Now everything was ready for the wedding. People were already at church. The bride came and we started the wedding service. After the wedding service...
Smiled? Were you smiling?
Yes, even dancing.
But plastic smile?
Not even plastic smile, you know. This is your day. What has gone is gone already. Now what do you do? This is the only wedding you're going to have in life. So what do you do? We smiled, we danced, we went for photography. After photography, we went for food, we ate. After
reception?
Yes, a reception. After eating, we actually went for reception. Yeah. Everything went normally. She had even written her speech somewhere.
What?
And given it to the daughter-in-law, the wife to my brother. So she read it on that day.
You never knew about it?
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
I think Mom knew.
Maybe
I think she felt it.
They usually say someone who's going to die, maybe they feel it, I don't know. But the last words they usually mention, maybe when you recall, you said, this one was saying bye. Now there is a friend of hers, she's called Eunice. They were usually together. So one of the evenings, like on Thursday, some reverends had gone to pray with her. And then she was like, I want to thank this lady in your presence. She was like, I have left the preparations to you. Make sure everything is okay. She was like, because that day of the wedding, I don't know where I will be. Those were her words.
She told her?
Yes, she told the friend, I don't know where I will be. But I know you will do what? You will help me cover everything up. That's how everything went.
Man, you're a strong man. Because if it was me, I'm telling you, the wedding just stops. The wedding has to stop. But it seems so many of your relatives were within that moment.
Yeah, they had come for the party. They had come for the wedding. So of course she had supported many people. Now it was her time to receive the favor also. So people had come, many.
So everyone knew the wedding? Did everyone get to know?
Yes, everyone got to know. Actually, even those who were not planning to come for the wedding, when they knew what had happened, now they had to come. It was full. People were very, very, very many.
So after the wedding, the following day?
Now after the wedding, the following day, now we started off preparations for the burial. But me, I was not so much involved with Shwan. I was so down, very down. Very down.
Who was Mommy in your growing up?
Mommy was everything. From nursery, what can I say? She was everything.
You studied from the village?
Yes, I started from the village, from Kabale primary, then O-level. I studied from St. Mary's College of Shoroza there in Kabale. Then A-level I studied from here, Natya, SS Bwegerere.
And in all that process, Mommy was there?
Yes. University was Chambogo. In that process, she was done doing everything. Tuition, everything, clothes, simanyi what, everything a parent would do for the child, she did.
For someone watching us out there, what did this teach you? Or what's that one experience you'd say like in life? Because that's the worst experience you'd have in life. But I mean, when you sit there, what comes into your mind? What is life? If I'm to ask it like that, what is life?
You ask me?
Because me, actually, I'm confused. But I'm just asking myself, now, when a Humza sits down there, how does a Humza see life?
Life, I think life is what we have now, what you have at the moment. Now you have to make sure that whatever you are doing at that moment or in the present time, you're doing the right thing. What people will talk about you when you are gone. You have to invest in your present, in what you're doing at the moment. Yeah.
How are you coping up with life?
Life is okay. Of course, the first days were terrible, but as time went on, I had to catch up.
You're now strong?
Yeah, sometimes it comes in when you feel that she would do this for you, when you feel that it was your wish for her to attend the wedding. At times when I attend people's weddings and like in the first days, when I would attend someone's wedding, and I see someone's mother giving a speech and maybe hugging and doing what, I would feel bad. I would even leave the party, move away. Yeah, it was trauma. I would move away. I would not really want to attend parties.
How has your wife helped you healing through this?
So much. She has done everything towards this. She has done a lot. She has done a lot. Not even, she has brought in, for her, she knows many people than I, so she's so exposed to people, and there are people who were actually, who wanted us to have counselings. We have had different counselings about what happened, and I think there was someone also who offered that we have the best counsellor, like the best counsellor in Uganda, but we haven't met the person. But I think maybe with time we shall meet the person to do the counselling.
So you've gone to a counsellor? You visited a counsellor?
Yes, we have visited many. Yeah, we have visited many. Some we do online counselling. Yeah.
So sometimes it really comes back.
Yes, it hits hard. Sometimes it comes back.
And how has that helped you?
Of course, he's also down. He has also been down.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Now losing your wife. Now you losing. She was also everything to her. To him, I might say he was not so active like she was. He was not so active like she was. So some things now passed by him. He's also trying to cope up, to do what she was supposed she was doing, to cope up with her line.
Esi mukasya kano kankwanjulya mami gadgets abakola emiramu education gadgets zonna mu Uganda balina tablets z'abaana zonna mu bikanga Samsung, Apple, Origimo ate nga balina ne sina keyboard. Balina ebimotoka by'abaana, ebimundu, eshaawa, bags z'abaana, bottles, container ng'ogasseko ne building blocks. Balina headsets z'abaana, balina smart watch zonna ate nga ziri original. Balina wireless charger ate nga basisinkanibwa wali ku Pioneer Mall edduka li PA11 ate ng'osobola bakubira ku 0703-69-69-04. Gambye ekikwasagana ne education gadgets zonna oyina kwekwata mami gadgets kubanga yasinga.
Mumuza sisuubira nti mu nsi wali olabyeyo ekintu ekinene ekisinga ekyo.
No, I've never experienced something big than that. Actually, even these days I usually say, is it really me?
Sure.
Yeah. At times I say, is it really me that went through that? But I think it was God who took me through.
Did you think of suicide? What's the worst thing you thought of in that moment?
The worst thing? No. I think there was no worst thing I thought about, but what I know, I was very, very disappointed in God. Very, very disappointed. Even mentioning the word God was like, now this one. I was very disappointed. I would actually go to church for people just to see that I'm in church, but I would not be hearing what maybe the preacher is preaching. I would not be in church surely.
Yeah?
I was there present, but my mind was not in charge. Yeah.
So nga bw'owulira nga bagamba nti God is good, Jesus is...
But nothing is entering.
You were like,
But yeah, I've tried to level up again.
Are you born again?
Yes. And I come to realize that everything that happens is God's will. We people, we have nothing to do about it. You can't do anything about it.
Do you have a personal pastor?
No, I'm an Anglican. I don't have a personal pastor.
Oh, you're an Anglican. Oh. Man, you went through a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Abatulaba abalungi ndi ne muhumuza Yafira maama we ku lunaku lw'Embaga. Naye n'agamba Embaga egende mu maaso. Ate Embaga era n'egenda mu maaso. Era ye agamba mu bigambo bye Embaga yatambula normally. Smiles mu bifaananyi. Can I have a look at those pictures?
I don't know if I have in this phone.
You and your wife on your wedding day. Because I have to give them to Jose, my camera editor. Naye kati gwali eyo. Bana ekyova olaba. Bwe njagala maama wange abamu mundekemu kubanga bwe nfunayo akatono mba njagala ne mmuwa. Si bwe kiri awo?
Yeah, sure. Mother is everything.
Kati mumuza wamma gwe kati okimanyi. Omanyi eriyo omuntu asanga omuntu nga yagala nnyo maama we. Nagamba oyo mami's boy, simanyi maama we yamusalirawo. But maama mulala, maama aluma. Sorry, mama.
So you see?
This was you on your wedding? Hey, you're a Protestant? Oh. Ebifaananyi bino nammwe mugenda birabakaawo nga muhumuza ali kumba muhumuza. Even you were dancing.
Yes, you have to dance. I think you do what?
You were dancing?
If you don't dance, will she come alive? Nah.
You have some short video? The one that the photographers always make?
Maybe you will check on YouTube.
On YouTube?
I don't have it in this phone.
Bannange ebintu ebimu oba obitunuulira bwoti n'ogamba Mukama ono yakiyitamu atya kubanga oluganda olulya si kyo buulira amazima nekimala kibaawo ku nze Embaga teyeeyongerayo.
It depends.
Tewali kudipendinga.
Kati oraba, I was reading the comments on TikTok. Kati everyone was saying, they were bothered. Are you also reading the comments on TikTok? Because the comments are so hurting. People would say, Simanyi, the wife is not good, Mani, how can you get married on that day and the mother, dies? Simanyi, the guy is the one who sacrificed the mother, Simanyi, all those. But now, when I came to talk about it, meaning I was healing. And after the burial, many words were mentioned. People talked, people said this and this and this and this.
Even some friends of yours?
Not friends, I don't know, but...
on TikTok,
No, like in Kabari at our home, neighbors.
Are you sure?
People would say things and you would say, ee. Now, all those things they were mentioning on TikTok, I had heard them before. So there was nothing that was going to hurt me because someone has mentioned something on TikTok is saying this and this and this. No, I had heard that.
So in Kabari, what were those people saying?
A lot. I was actually, like after 2 weeks, I was working on a bride. But the bride didn't know that I was that person. She was like, there's someone who lost a mother recently. He's called Elia. I don't know what he was passing through. I don't know what he was thinking. People she went to some salon and people were saying that boy has killed his mother. I think he's the one who sacrificed. Name was, do you know that person? She was like, I don't know. I said, I'm the one. She was surprised. But those days, I think if I stood for a member of parliament seat, I would win. Because everyone knew me in the Kabari.
Yeah?
Everyone knew me. People were saying this, people were saying that. You would be passing in a street and when you look behind,
someone is backbiting.
Someone, and you'd know, these ones are also talking about me.
What's your village in Kabari?
Our village is called Mpalo, but we stay in town. We stay in Kabari town, but our village is in Cherishing district.
Where was Mommy buried?
Mommy was buried in Kabari town, where we stay. Kabari
town. Do you have a grandmother and a grandfather alive?
They passed away.
They passed away. Both of them.
Both sides also.
So you even daddy now is not fine.
No.
He's weak.
He's not. He was weak then when that happened, but now I think he's coping up. He's fine.
Daddy is also in Kabari.
Yes, he's in Kabari.
So you're a family that lives in Kabari?
No, my family is this side. My wife works from this side, and I also sometimes work from here, I work from there, I come back here, such thing.
You talk to your wife when you're coming here? Did you talk to your wife when you were coming here?
Yeah, but I left her in a meeting, I dropped her, then I came this side.
She's also a strong woman.
Yes, very strong than I am.
Huh?
Very strong than I am.
She's a strong woman. Because all those words.
Yes. But many words were not about me, but were about her.
Because this is a mother-in-law.
Yeah,
Senazala way. I like
such things.
But in Uganda, everything you should expect everything in Uganda.
You know, you would be hearing such stories from outside the world. Maybe it has happened to someone, but you don't know what it feels. Oh, when that day came, I thought, I said, this is now for me. This is for me. I don't know how I'm going to go through it, but it is mine now. But we have surely, we have moved. Now, it was last year. Now we are going to...
She has made a year?
Yes. It was last year in May.
Yeah, she has made a year now.
She's going to make 2 years in May, the next year.
In case, Mommy, you're hearing us or you're seeing us, wherever you are, you never left us for Uganda. So now, now did you believe in God? Come back, like?
Yes, it has to come back. I'm now on the track. I'm not. Yeah.
God. Katonda sometimes atugezesa nnyo bambi. You know, one person was telling me, one friend of mine was jazzing me some time back and was telling me, Alan, Katonda waba agenda kuwa ekintu ekirungi. Ayina olusembera gy'asooka okuyisaamu. Nga ayina wagenda okuyisa. Naye Katonda ayina olusi ky'asooka okuyisaamu n'ogamba, Mukama. Kati you see me, ndabye ku bulumi mu nsi muno. But ate obwo bulumi sibulabangako.
I'm also waiting for that great thing that I'm supposed to get. For passing through that.
Let me tell you something. God is planning for something big. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. But I believe God is planning for something bigger. Because my friend told me, but when you look at it, wala ekituufu. Katonda ayinza okujjawo bonna abantu b'osinga okwagala. Ng'alaba waliwo wagenda okuyisa. Naye ng'ojja kukola ekyejo. You get? Ekyejo okimanyi. Time comes, God wants to take you somewhere, but God sees Elia. This Elia loves that. I think ekyejo bakiyita batya mu Luzungu. Jose, ko yakava ku campus. Ekyejo bakiyita batya mu Luzungu.
Is it pride?
No, it's not pride. Ekyejo. Oba okitegedde ekyejo? Katonda ayinza okubaawo ayina wayagala okumpisa. N'agamba, ala nigwe oyina ekyejo. Kankwate wano okuyise wano ogguke wano. Naye Mukama eriyo obulumi bw'oleeta nga bungi. Bambi Mukama onsaasiranga. Now I know. One day you call me and tell me, Elia. One day you call me, Elia, ngambe. Alan, can you believe this? Because man, even we've become brothers. Kwa kati gweria. Oyina ekintu ky'osobola okungamba ne mpulira. Kitegeera. Kati gwe nsobola okukubira. Ne nkugamba Elia. Mama ngamba okukola kino naye kati gwe oyina amagezi g'osobola okumpa. Omuntu yenna nga yavirwako omuzadde ng'ategeera bulungi aba ayina ensi bw'agiraba.
It's a different world.
Very different. Omanyi ne wembeera baavu ewammwe. Naye nga mama ne taata waali mu bwavu bwammwe. Mulina engeri gye mweyagala. Naye mu bwavu obwo obubi ennyo maama oba taata n'amala avaawo. Ate obwavu bulina engeri gye bubannyika obubi ennyo. Okitegeera. Kati oli bw'omusanga nga baava mu bwavu ne bazadde be ng'oli ayagala nnyo maama we oba taata we. Olina agamba njagala mama wange twali baavu. Mama wange akyaliwo nzifunye. So oli waba ali mukuwa maama we gwe tunula eri. Kitegeera. Kubanga abantu balina obulumi bwa njawulo ku bazadde baabwe, attachment nene.
Ebeera nene.
Kati gwe bw'ojjukiramu ebintu bye muzze muyitamu ne maama wo n'olunaku lwali lusinga okuba olw'omugaso mu bulamu bwo nga taliiwo ati n'olunaku ng'era kwafiiridde otuuka essa ne weebuza Katonda kiki nkoze eki mbadde nsaavinga bulungi. Kitegeera. Mukama buli kimu mbadde nkikola naye olwaliro nakoze eki? Okusiiba nsiibye, okusaba nsaba, maama okumuwa katono mbadde muwa, sisobyangako muntu sikola. Gwe nkubulize kati nange eri yanze simanyi naye oleko olina akasonda we wali otudde awo bannange ng'owulira katono kafunda. Kyovola banze enkubala mu basajja abazira mu bavubuka abazira mwoli. Banga nze nakuleese wano nga njagala omulabi atulaba eyo n'omwana atulaba eyo kubira ku maama w'essimu wakati eriyo osobola osobola kubira ku taata.
Even you know how mothers can be. She calls you at when you have delayed to go home. She goes, where are you? What are you doing at this time? You know, when you still have her, you start, now she's asking for one.
She's over being on me.
But now I look for those phone calls and they are nowhere to be seen. I wait for them.
I have a friend of mine who lost her mother. Okay, something similar to that. Actually, she cried on her wedding, on her introduction. But she was telling me she had voice notes of her joking with her mother. But even up now, she tells me, Alan, I kept that phone as my something grateful to me. It's the only way I can hear my mom talking. So she has a phone, she keeps it in her suitcase, in a box, but when she wants to hear her mom speak or talk, she goes, she gets her phone, she goes on the WhatsApp voice notes, she starts playing. Now the mom is laughing. The mom is saying, "Ona jadi, jango, jendi, nkufumbira chi." She tells me sometimes she drives the car. Nga agenda awuliriza obu voice note. Otusewa. But she says, kye kintu ekimweweza ku mutima. Naye nga bw'ogambye. Nze amanyi okubeera awo. And my mom calls me. Yeah? My mom has a tendency. She calls and then she hangs up. Then after like 1 minute, she says, "Hey, well, but then no kugamba. Nerabide." And sometimes I'm like, "Naye mama. Kati ate robadde wakakuba. Ate no ndamu. Ate kati waliwo ko ngambye."
Now, for me, what makes me to feel better is doing her work. Now she had a tailoring company. Now I'm done heading it. She had a catering company. I'm done heading it. So when
and all things are still running.
Yes, very much.
What's the name of the tailoring company?
She had put it in her name. Yeah, her name. So everything when I'm signing, it is her name. When I'm doing what is her name, I'm signing against, you know. So when I'm doing the work, I feel contented. Yeah.
You feel feeling her dream.
Sure.
So the catering service works in only Kabale?
Yes, it works in Kabale.
So in case someone wants in Kampala, can it work?
I'm looking forward of getting a branch this side, of also tailoring and catering. So that when I'm also this side, when I'm this side, I'm usually on brides, working on brides this side. So when I'm in Kabale, I'm in the tailoring business and catering.
Nzo manyo yogera n'okwogera naye ebirowoozo tebiri wano. Nze tebiri wano. Naye weebale kuba musajja mugumu. Kyenjagala okwebaza Eriya, weebale kuba mugumu. Ate weebale kufuna mukazi mukyala mugumu. Abakyala abalala tebaguma. Oli agamba mwani banjogerera nnyo abeewammwe, wammwe boogera ebigambo bingi baayi. Naye agumidde ebyo ebigambo. Ne temwekyawanga bambi.
Nedda.
Kati muyina ekintu ekigumu ennyo. Naye anyway, she's a Westerner.
Yes, we are all Bachiga. We are all from Kabale.
Mumugenda wangaala. Westerners, when a Westerner gets married to a Westerner, teri anoba. I don't know ntanda ki gye basubirira aba Westerner. Naye tebanoba. Bw'aba afunye munne. Omunyankole gets married to a munyankole teri kunoba. Amukiga gets married to a mukiga teri kunoba. Mutoro tu mutoro. Webyo tyo bintu bitambula awo. Naye jangu ene ewaffe. Ojjako. How many weddings have you seen? Nga Kobusinje marries Mugisha and the next day they divorce. But here Mugerwa marries Nachito the next morning. Naye Mugerwa ne Nachito ate babadde ki? But all in all, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for the words of wisdom. What can you tell the youth out there watching you right now before we sign out? If there is a youth who is watching us right now.
What I can say, when I was taking this journey of marriage, of the wedding, I didn't want to I actually involved people who were older than I was, in that they would guide me in whatever I was going to do. I was new in that thing, so I would want to have advice most of the times. Me as a person, whenever I'm supposed to do something new, I usually first ask someone who has gone through it. I want to get their idea and I see how my idea is going to fit into what I'm going to do. If it is going to bring it out, if it is going to mess it out, I don't know. But I usually want to hear someone's story on how they did this and this and this. So at this moment, those people who were besides me in that period, I think they did something great. They did something great. My best man, they did a lot of things that I wouldn't imagine. My wife, she has done a lot I can't explain. So there is a youth out there who is into maybe a relationship that is going to lead to marriage, but you need to get someone who is capable, surely. Now you see when they are counseling, when counseling is going on before you get married, they will not tell you, hey, but if your mother passes on that day, what will you do? No. They will not teach you that. Now that was a really, really new thing that we had never heard of. You know? In the counselings, they were telling us about love, about this, about marriage, but they didn't teach us how we are going to handle if something gets in the way. If something like that would happen, what would you do? So it needs a grown-up mind and a decisive mind that can handle something. Times. Yes, that can handle something that has happened, or it might not even be a tough time, but usually people get into this institution because they are
excited.
They don't know what is going to happen. They're just entering it, but it needs something, an old mind, and you don't need to be old, but intentions. The intentions are better than the excitement.
Okay. Kale nze kyenjizeemu bw'oba otegekanga emikolo, making sure tokola mikolo gya kukyamuukiriza mikwano. Ngenda kukola meeting z'embaga, oyise mikwano gy'ab'emyaka gyo, oyise baani, n'oleka bakojjaabo bajjajjaabo simanyi baani because bakadde, because mwine ekintu kyammwe bwe mukyagala, abakadde abo b'oyisaamu amaaso in case of ekintu ekinene nga kiguddewo be basobola okuwumba. Kati ng'ekyo ŋŋambye nti bwe kyagwawo ba anti bakojja ne wali mama mu kulwala be basooka okujja nti kati situka oli musajja guma kola bwoti. So ng'ate ab'emyaka gyaffe nabo batya buti.
They don't know what to tell you.
Tebalina kyakugamba, kati bagenda kugamba ki? Nabo bagenda kujja nga buli ajja gy'oli agamba sorry, so you should do it. Ekyo kyokka kyokka nabo kikumalawo amaanyi. But eriyo abakulu abalabye afiiriddwa maama yafaala, bataata yafaala, bakojja afudde, senga gwe yali asinga okwagala, maama yali asigaddewo kojja. Nagamba mugumumukka ekimala okusitula nti situka. Nti olusitukole emikolo gino naye nga ogamba jjajja mukadde talina ssente, agenda kugamba ki naawe, twagala balina ssente, because you think money is everything. Waliwo time wetuka mu bulamu nga ssente size buli kimu.
Sure.
Kati gwe ssente seyali buli kimu mu kaseera ako. Kati omuntu ne bwe yakwata miliyoni 2 oba 3 n'azikuwa ku wedding yo, wali owulira nga tekiina kye kigasa.
Yeah, it didn't feel
kisegedde. And kati ssente
it was not making sense.
Yeah.
Wano ku Hasi Beauty Parlor tuli bakafulu mu kulabirira n'okuyoyoota ensusu. Tukola facial ne tukupepeta ka face ne kawawera nga aka baby. Tusiba n'okola enviiri mu buli musono, songa mu kukola pedicure ne manicure tuwe kansa. Tusala enviiri mu buli musono. Ate bwe kituuka mu kukola makeup tetumanyiyo mulala. Tuli muyenga ku Tank Hill Road okulira na Italian supermarket mu basement. Essimu tuli ku noti 72 682 953. Teweerabira saluni egenda okujjayo bulungi bwo n'ekitiibwa kyo ye Hasi Beauty Parlor, a world of beauty.
So muvubuka munnanga ali eyo obulamu tobutwala nga gwe bwolowooza. Ebintu ebiyitibwa emikolo waliwo ensonga lwaki bagamba buuza kuweebuuze ku bakulu, kubanga olaba mukolo gwo wagwetoolooza abantu abakulu wabayita, era Katonda yalina ensonga lwaki yakuyisa abantu abo abakulu. n'ogattamu n'ab'emyaka gyo naye nze nkiwa abantu abakulu abo bakuyamba nnyo era nange ekyo nkiyize. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Elia. ALLANCRUZ is my name. CRUZ exclusive gwe mkutu kosinzidde okubanga otulabira. If it is your first time to watch me, please subscribe on this channel and share. It's a channel eyina interviews z'aba celebrities, abantu abanywa ku bulamu bwa bulijjo, motivational speakers, bingi nnyo. Saga kusukako ano nako lwaero. For now, muse bulungi, mwera.
Chikutwalira obudde bungi okwekolako naddala bw'otuuka ku kukola akasige teweeraliikirira. Prem Touch Makeup Studio be bakugu mu kukola obusigo obuwangaazi mu bika eby'enjawulo okuli microblading nga kano kawangala okumalira ddala emyaka 3, microshading nga kano kawangala okumala emyaka 5, saako ne combination ya microblading ne microshading. Ku Prem Touch Makeup Studio tukola ne facial okendeeza amasavu okuggyako obusundo, tattoo tukola permanent hair removal okosaako ne body waxing. Prem Touch Makeup Studio tusangibwa ku Ginger Road ku kizimbe kye Toban Center omwaliriro ogusooka Suite 51, 52 ne 53 nga wakava ku Food Hub. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku noti 755 536 697 oba noti 773 878 669.
Nkwanjulira ekizimbe Yucha Heights ku Ntebe Road kuliko ekifo abaana we bazannyira ekiri munda giyite indoor kibayita Yucha Kids Paradise. Ekifo kiri safe ate kya mulembe nnyo era buli muzannyo gw'abaana mweguli. Kuliko Yucha Kids Corner, edduuka ly'engoye z'abaana omuli buli kalonda yenna omwana gwe yeetaaga okwambala okuva ng'akyali mu lubuto, ow'olunaku olumu, ayavula, atengerera, atambula okutuuka w'akulira, taata ne maama basuubira okuzaala. Yucha Kids Corner ebintu by'erina season eno birungi nnyo era buli mwana kye yeetaaga bakirina ate nga ku bbeeyi ensaamusaamu. Ekizimbe kino kiriko ne hotel gye bayita Yucha Hotel and Suites. Erina ruumu ez'omulembe nnyonjo ate nga abakozi bafaayo nnyo. Abagole mujje mufune obulamu obupya ku Yucha Hotel. Tuli wano ku Entebbe Road. Bw'oba ova e Kibuye tuli opposite Book House awali Zion Offices. Ate bw'oba ova Entebbe tuli Kibuye nga tonnatuuka ku mafuta ga Total. Kuba ku ssimu 0743 92 17 61 oba 0765 52 00 38. Jangu otulambuleko ozuule ekipya.
Wano ku Hasi Beauty Parlor tuli bakafulu mu kulabirira n'okuyooyoota ensusu. Tukola facial ne tukupepeta ka face ne kawawera ng'aka baby. Tusiba n'okkola enviiri mu buli musono songa mu kukola pedicure ne manicure tuwekansa. Tusala enviiri mu buli musono ate bwe kituuka mu kukola makeup tetumanyiyo mulala. Tuli muyenga ku Tank Hill Road okulira na Italian Supermarket mu basement. Essimu tuli ku noti 726 682 953. Teweerabira saluni egenda okujjayo bulungi bwo n'ekitiibwa kyo ye Hasi Beauty Parlor, a world of beauty.
Essimu kasyakano kankwanjulira emamiga gy'ekisi abakola emiramu education gagesi zonna mu Uganda bayina tablets z'abaana zonna mu bikanga syamusanga apo oligimo ate nga bayina n'esiina keyboard. Bayina ebimotoka by'abaana ebimundu essaawa bags z'abaana bottles container ng'ogasseko ne building blocks. Bayina headsets z'abaana, bayina smart watch zonna ate nga ziri oligino, bayina wireless charger ate nga basisinkanibwa wali ku Pioneer Mall edduka li PA11 ate ng'osobola bakubira ku 0703 69 69 04. Gambye ekikwasagana educational gadgets zonna oyina kwekwata mami gadgets kubanga yasinga.